How's it going on this Saturday? I hope you're all doing well. And what's happening? Where are you guys writing in from? I have to look on, because I'm visually impaired, I have to look on the big screen so I can see your comments. I was gonna make some kind of crack about abusive comments, but if you feel like you need to abuse me, I'll understand. So guys, wow, I can't even get the feed to happen over here. So let's see what happens as we go along. So I was thinking about this thing about chromatic tones. It's always been kind of like a pet peeve of mine whenever I hear people using chromatic tones weirdly, which seems to be often. And let's see if I can get this thing to work. So I was wondering, like, what are your guys' experience with using chromatic passing tones? All one of ye. There's one person here. You see my trusty banjo here. And no, I will not be playing that. That's for St. Patrick's Day. Just trying to get back into shape with that. So who do I have on here? All two of you. Because I want to know what you guys know, so I don't talk about things. Oh, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Hey, on the guitar. It is the evening time right now. Thanks for joining in, and thank you for writing. So guys, how familiar are you with passing tones? That's what I would like to know. How familiar are you with passing tones and chromatic tones, or fluent, I should ask? How fluent are you with chromatic tones? And hey, greetings from Germany, first time. Hey, jawohl. Welcome. I'm not gonna try to do any more German than that. It's pretty late there, isn't it? You're up late. So I just have like this D major chord in the background, and I'll show you some of the things that I find acceptable, and then some of the things that aren't so cool. Oh, is it not playing, or is it? There we go. So just a very simple thing like that. So sometimes I'll play in between D major and D minor pentatonic to get a blues sound, but aside from that, I'll just keep it D major for right now. How about that? Yeah, nice. So these are all diatonic tones, right? How does this tone sound? That doesn't sound so good, does it? So this is the fifth. A is the fifth of D. That's the sharp 5. Now if you play the sharp 5 and just go like this, that's gonna sound like crap, 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 crap. Okay, so another way that you could also sound like crap is to, I'm showing you the wrong way first, is to start on that note to thinking that you're going to use some chromatic tones. Start on that note on a downbeat and you go like this. So you're going to go down, up, down, up. Now you're on the G. So what I've done is I've effectively gone from the sharp 5 to the putting the 5th on the upbeat, which is not a strong beat, then down on an A flat, which is the flat 5, and then down, and then ending on an upbeat on the natural 11th. Okay, wait a second. I need to move this thing over here so I can see what your message was. Yes, we're gonna do that right now. Check this out. So you can do that. When you slide down, it's got a little bit of a different. Maybe if you follow it up with so there, I just went. So it's kind of almost acceptable because this is dissonant, but this is such a strong tone. This is the 5th, and then I just went right to the 3rd and bent somewhere in between, and then I hit the root. So that's a way. You're right. That is a way that you can make D sharp 5 sound good. Now, if I'm going to try, no, it would not be cheating. It would not be cheating. Now, I'm going to try to do this, what I was showing you before. This is going to sound horrendous. How about the other way? This is how you can use it, and it's pretty bad like this. Really square, hitting all the wrong notes on the strong beats. You want to try to not do that. So one way that you could not do it is simply start, just so you can get the feel of it, is to put this track on and just to do this, something simple. 2, 3. And if you want to anchor it better, what you'll do is you'll play something that's solidly D right after that. So 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Now, this is just an exercise to show you that if you start on the upbeats and you put your chromatic passing tone on upbeat, you're pretty safe. Now, granted, if this was a country session in Nashville, you wouldn't do that. You just wouldn't do that. So you would keep it a lot closer to the vest. But if it was pretty much any other kind of situation, barring a session where you're getting paid to play something that might be like this. Something like that. Unless you're constricted by that particular context, then yeah, you do it once, and then you'd be doing it outside the studio a lot. But anyways, back to doing it. almost make that sound a little bit more bluesier than the notes actually were. Now, if you use it in just a descending scale, 1 and 2 and 3, that's the major bebop scale. Fancy name, but I wouldn't get too caught up in it, in the name, and then just get more caught up in the sound. So if I just played that scale going down, I would have this. Okay, so I did a chromatic passing tone or approach tone, but that's not the feature of this. This is there you have it. So that is the major bebop scale, and it has the sharp 5 as the passing tone. Now, if you start on the root, the 3rd, the 5th, and let me see, and the root, 3rd, and 5th. If you start the scale on any of those tones, then you have it on the upbeat. You have that note, the sharp 5 on the upbeat. So here's from the root. Right? Here's from the 3rd. Wait, sorry about that. That's from the 3rd. And from the 5th. If you started from the 6th, you'll also get it too. Now, why is it good to know that stuff? It's good to know where you can start from, and then the rest is built in. So I could start from any of those things. Sounds nice. What about from the 3rd? So if you scope those out, it's super easy to do this. Howdy, Gabriel, what's happening, man? What is happening? It's really, really easy to do this. It looks like the major scale pattern that you first learned when you were playing guitar. And then you just add the sharp 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reach back. Then just mark out where the root, 3rd, 5th, and 6th is from. Something here is not right. Let me see something. And then okay, that is right. Cool. Now, I'll do some playing that has that stuff in it, but very lightly. I'm not going to just hammer that away. Dangerous. do you guys think? Shalom. Hey, you must be from where they say shalom. Nice to see you. How's the you know, the elbow's feeling pretty good today, considering I had a solo gig yesterday. My looper pedal died right when I was plugging it in. So yeah, but I was doing my solo thing. You know what song that is, and if you don't, you should hear it. Fake Plastic Trees, Radiohead. I think that's the name of the song. So that is one of the passing tones that you can use. Right on. Yeah, the elbow. Man, the elbow was bothering me really badly a few days ago, and I just can attribute it to trying too hard. You know, the famous, I don't know if I said this already, but Kenny Warner, the famous jazz pianist, was talking about, you know, when you're not trying hard, you play the best. And he says, ask anybody, hey, when you were really trying hard, how well did you play? And usually it's like, there was people in the audience you were trying to impress, or you were trying to do this thing that you've been working on all week, and yeah, and then you sucked. So I think that the same thing about trying hard, as far as like when you're increasing the intensity of your practice in order to build your chops, the harder you try, and you have to try hard, but the harder you try, you tend to tense up, right? So what you want to try and do is you want to try and limit that. The tension should be at a very, very low, at a very, very low number on the totem pole of strengthening it, because that's how you develop injuries. And I think that that's what happened when I was doing the Michael Brecker solo, the skunk funk solo. That's when I first started to feel something right here, and like an idiot, I kept pushing. Hey Scott, hola, ¿qué pasó? Yes, Effortless Mastery was the book. Oh man, it was awesome. Everybody had a copy of it. Everybody had a copy of it. I stress relaxing a lot, Scott. I really do. And as a matter of fact, I made a video called Yes, It Blanking Hurts. If you look at it, I cover in detail posture, stretches, what else do I talk about? I talk about like where the nerves travel and how you can possibly injure them, and what the injuries feel like. You know, golfer's elbow. This has nothing to do with chromatic tones. Golfer's elbow, tennis elbow on the outside. Golfer's elbow, like right here, on the bone and in between. Tennis elbow. Carpal tunnel syndrome, which you feel here, 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 and here, not here. The nerves for these two fingers do not run in the carpal tunnel. And I go on. I would just urge you to watch that video. There's really a lot of information there. And if you're suffering from this sort of thing, you really, really should visit it. Yeah, ring and pinky is the ulnar nerve. Yes, absolutely, Scott. You got ulnar syndrome. Oh my God, wow. How did you cure it? I'm sure that there's people watching who would like to know. Like, we need to talk about these injury things as much as we need to talk about the chromatics, because it's people should know, so people don't get the wrong thing, the wrong treatments done to them. Let's see. Let me turn this thing back on. Let's try this again. I hear a lot of people doing like this. This to me sounds like shit. Like that's what they'll do, something like that. So not only are you starting on a 4, hey look, Alan Holdridge could pull this off. No pun intended, haha, pull off. So, and then, or depending upon what they were trying to put out to you. And I don't think that sounds so great. You can do it if you have a lot of control and you understand how fusion music should sound. But otherwise, I would stay away from starting on the natural 11th unless you're resolving it to the 3rd, like something like that. And it's weird that just doesn't sound really great over this. I mean, maybe if you went something like that, you know. I'm still using the you asked or answered something, so let me see. You have to stop playing for 9 months. That's a lot of time. 2 years now and it's just back to normal. That's beautiful. Taking breaks all the time. And anytime you feel tingling, yes. Anytime you feel tingling. Too much typing can tend to do that. Too much typing. I'll feel it there. But yeah, it's great to hear that you're doing better. You found it very interesting. Oh, well, that's one of the things that you can use, Andy. That's one of the things. So yeah, the major scale. One of the things you can use major pentatonic. You can also go bluesy if you want it. Of fun with it by playing in between tones. That's something that I've practiced quite a bit, especially after I was doing my research into where the blues comes from. So we're on a lot of different topics this evening. I'm not going to make this too much longer. I hope you guys have enjoyed it thus far. Do you have any questions in particular? Yes. Oh, well, it really depends. Oh, you'd react to the bluesy mixing. Okay. Yeah, I'll do some of that in a second, and then you can react. Scott, building pinky and, you know, it's one of those things, like if you did a specific pinky and ring finger exercise, you might start feeling like, oh shit, I'm starting to feel like buzzing in my fingers again. But it depends. Are you playing scales that are like this, where you're not really using it too much? I definitely would not recommend doing 3rd finger, 4th finger exercises. Trying to get your legato better? Perfect. Okay, so we're going to do it over this, and we're going to use Andy's Mixolydian thing. All right? So I would do this. Yes. A 1-3-4. I don't do 1-3-4. I do 1-2-4. And I would urge you to do 1-2-4 as well. 1, 3, 4 is, I understand where that comes from, but I would say use 1, 2, 4. You're going to get more reach, and you will develop more dexterity. And this is fine too. I have a teacher who used to do this, but personally, I don't dig the stretch. Your hands are small, so you can't stretch. Wait a second. Your hands must be ultra small, because you can develop your splay. So you know what you should do? Maybe try 1, 2, 4, but up high. Like this is pretty high right here. You probably wouldn't find this. You probably wouldn't find this much of a stretch. And if you do, move it up to E. I don't have a transpose button here, so we're gonna have to stay in D. I would do this. Just pick, hammer, hammer. Mixolydian. Then coming down. I should have said pick, pick, hammer going up, pick, pick, pull coming down. That's a very easy way to remember it. And I'm going to do major scale now. I'm going to start on the upbeat for the 11th here. Okay, so I would do that and make sure that everything is super clear. Yeah, I do use a thumb pick, but I use it as a flat pick as well. So I'll do like, I am doing it as a flat pick, as you can see. I can also do it. Yeah, I love to use a thumb pick. And the D mixolydian is a little bit jarring. A little bit jarring. So. It's this note. And it's the flat 7, and that means that you got to kind of do a blues thing. Yeah, I'm preferring major. So that chromatic tone, so there you have it, guys. There is your half an hour of a variety of topics. I hope you liked it. I hope you got something out of it. And I sincerely appreciate you hanging out. We're down to 2. So, hey, Scott, thank you very much. Thank you for sharing your story. And I see 2 people just joined. But lads, it's time to go. Sorry you missed it. And look forward to catching up with you next time. Oh, wait a second. You need to stretch. Thank you. I will rest easy after I eat. Let me see what it says here. 4 notes per string. Yes, they can be. Yes, they can be. Hey, nice to catch you too, Andy. We will have another topic next week, and hopefully I will be able to get a full-length video done. My video is going to be a very cool, the teaser. It's going to be a very cool video about Robin Ford. One particular solo that is just absolutely incredible. So I'm sure you guys will like that. And until next time, see yous.